Hey there friends, my name is Glorious, and today we are finally doing the highly requested Marvel's lore video. I apologize for taking forever to post this, but hopefully you'll find it worth the wait. So without any further ado, let's get started. Marbles are unique objects that the player can find on all the planets in Astroneer. The actual name for marbles is Liminal Recondite Device, or LRDs for short. Currently there are 5 different types of LRDs in Astroneer. Firstly, we have the LRD Zebra, which has a distorted black and white circle pattern to give the appearance of zebra stripes. Secondly, there's the LRD Checkers, which has a black and white checkerboard pattern. The third is the LRD Leopard, which has a black and white spot pattern. However, it does not resemble an actual leopard coat. Next is the LRD Hypno, which has a black and white spiral pattern on different sides that connects in the middle. And lastly, we have the LRD Dragon, which has a black and white triangle pattern that distorts into petal shapes near the top and bottom. The LRDs have no practical uses, but they are able to be examined for different bits of lore, implying the existence of an experiment that created the marbles. When hovering the cursor over a marble, a tooltip appears allowing the players to examine the ball, providing information about the marble's name and an unknown Astroneer's observation of the marble from a previous scientific experiment. Examining the marble causes a rift to open next to it, sucking the marble in and spitting out a random marble from a rift that opens nearby. For technical players, LRDs serve an additional purpose. As they are spherical, they can easily roll on a surface and will come to rest at the lowest point. This property can be used when creating completely flat surfaces using the terrain tool in flatten mode, to find the point on the flat surface which is the closest to the planet's core, a point that may be useful for alignment purposes. The previously mentioned Astroneer observations, however, is what makes the marbles so mysterious. The LRD Zebra has 4 entries. They read, Classified, retrieved from the records of the ESS Triton. Curiously, it bears no surface damage of any kind. Warning, the LRD is not your friend. Be wary of entrusting the LRD with privileged information. Initial tests promising. Redacted behavior observed. More tests needed. Observation 172. I don't sleep well when the LRD is in the lab. It redacted. Observation 274. The LRD speaks to me in the dead of night. I think redacted. Observation 498. It's calling to me again. We should destroy it. Warning. Do not launch the LRD into the sun. The LRD checker entry reads, Attempt to replicate redacted has failed. Research will be discontinued effective immediately. Warning. The probability of memory wipe is low, but insubstantial. For the LRD Leopard, it says, Observation 48. Test of newly developed LRDs is inconclusive. Research team is not hopeful. Warning, the patterns are not shifting. Ignore crewman, redacted. For the LRD Hypno, the entry is Observation 54. Existence of redacted elements is minimal. The effects are far weaker. Warning, do not ponder the LRD. Severe eye strain and possible retinal damage may occur. And lastly, the entry for the LRD Dragon is Observation 329. Does anyone else hear them whispering? Warning, do not listen to the LRDs. This final entry for the Dragon Marble goes along with the entry from the Zebra Ball, stating that it whispers to the Astroneer, making these sounds in the middle of the night. With only these entries, we can tell that the marbles that can be found in Astroneer are much more than just a cool thing to find. They possess some sort of life because they try to whisper to the unknown Astroneer, but they hold some dark intentions, which is supported by the fact that the Zebra Ball entry states that it is not your friend, and the entry of the Dragon LRD says to not listen to them. Another risk is the fact that the checker ball apparently has the ability to wipe a person's memory. The last observation that can be made about the LRDs is their incredible durability. These LRDs come from experiments from the ESS Triton, but are not destroyed like the ESS Triton are. Could these have been what destroyed it? Taking a step back from the lore, according to the developers, the objects were originally used for testing physics and light systems, but were accidentally left in the game. Additionally, many marbles are Tier 1 size versions of the Zebra Ball. They have only been seen in SES Vlog 5 so far. The other variations of LRDs that are not Zebra Balls are referred to as heretics in the Update 1.1 announcement on Steam. Additionally, all non-Zebra LRD variants are referred to as failed experiments in their in-game descriptions. A long-standing joke within the Astroneer community is that marbles are gods that the player has to build shrines for. The teleportation and lore added in the controls update inadvertently conflicts with this joke, associating the LRDs as scientific experiments related to the Triton. Also, before patch 1.0, the number of Zebra balls per planet was much lower than it is currently, with the exception of Tundra, the old ice planet that's like Galatio, which had more zebra balls than any other planet at the time, and also had them spawn in surface biomes. The controls update added the Hypno and Dragon LRD patterns. Prior to this patch, zebra was the most common variant, while the checkered and leopard were much rarer. The warning in the Hypno LRD entry is likely a reference to the Pondering My Orb meme from late 2021. If anybody would like a deep dive into what the ESS Triton is, or was before it was mysteriously destroyed, let me know in the comments below, and I'll begin working on a video for it. As always, thank you all for watching. Stay safe.